Okay, I was gonna say, because it was rotating as he was walking away.
Did you fire it?
I didn't see where they were selling the jerseys. Yeah, they said they were going to be selling them before the game.
Yeah. I don't know if they could be down there.
Oh, they are. I know. I gotta see them with snack one. Oh shoot, I'm not gonna have time for it.
We got. Is he doing anything other than goals and shit? We got intros and all that, so.
Welcome everyone into the Able Ice Arena. The Drake Bulldogs back in action for the third time this season against the UW Platteville Pioneers. As the Pioneers make their second trip to Des Moines, they have taken 3 out of 4 games against your Bulldogs this season, but Drake getting healthy at the right time. They bring back Parker Peterson and Ian Altacruz, who we did not see on the ice 2 weeks ago here at home, as they look to try and make a bounce back here on their home ice.
And it was a very good weekend for the Drake Bulldogs. And it was very competitive against a D2 team up here in the ACHA. So I have a feeling that Drake is going to really be competitive today.
Drake today going with Carter Osgood in net to start out the first game. We saw Cole Jackson for, I believe, both games on Friday, Saturday, a couple weeks ago. Ian Altacruz leaking out, trying to get down ice. Peterson to his left, gets it over to him, goes right back to him. An early goal for the Bulldogs. 30 seconds into the game, and the Bulldogs with a goal up on the board. This one scored by Ian Altacruz off the assist from Parker Peterson.
How about a welcome back for Ian Altacruz? Back and forth the pucks go. The puck goes between the two players and just sneaks behind the starting goaltender for the Pioneers, Alex Kaminsky.
15th goal of the season for the senior Altacruz, and a team-leading 13th assist for Parker Peterson, as well as the two of them come back from missing that game 2 weeks ago to combine for the first goal of today's contest. Just 33 seconds into the evening. Charles Brownell really had to carry that load 2 weeks ago here at home.
And he did very well. He did get a couple of goals, and it was basically the Charles Brownell show. Charles Brownell show. Say that 10 times fast.
As another early shot, this time from Peterson. The first line today for the Bulldogs are those 3 seniors, Peterson, Altacruz, and Brownell. Back them up at the defensive line is Schollenberger and Garcia getting the start in this one. Puck comes over to Garcia. Had a couple of big goals himself in that weekend series. Drake dropping both them. They're looking for their first win here at home, second overall in 2026 in the Eric Blaze era. Taking over at mid-season as the head coach of the Bulldogs. Second to last weekend series. As this one is taken away by Massengill, it is brought forward in the offensive zone, dumped off. And this one will be stopped and saved. Boston Damon put the shot on.
And let's talk about the turnaround that Eric Blaze has brought to this Drake Bulldog team. Go over to Northern Illinois, put up 2 really good games to start the spring schedule for the Bulldogs, and come and get a win over there against them nonetheless. Come back home and you play 2 very good competitive games against St. Mary's from Minnesota, and now you've got a weekend set against UW Platteville, which Drake actually played very well against in all 4 games that they've played against them.
They split the weekend series here at home. Platteville taking both the games over in Dubuque when they met kind of in more of a neutral area.
Over at the I'm on Ice Arena up there, where the Spartans play, UD Spartans.
Eli Roska moving this around the boards, picked up by Vanderhoven, poked away, and now picked up by Norman, also coming back, as well as Drake getting some bodies back when they need it the most, as this one put on by Aguilar and saved by Kaminsky. Kaminsky, his 11th game played of the season, 2-6 on the year with 1 overtime loss as well, and a 4.86 goals allowed against, saving almost 90% of the shots faced this season. Aside Carter Osgood for the Bulldogs, 0-4 on the season. He has 151 saves and saving about 81% of shots faced. Has only allowed 36 goals in those 4 contests. As this one played forward, they get it to Vilbaum. Looking for a breakaway chance here, and a great stuff there by Carter Osgood.
Stretch the pad out. Oh!
This one snuck through, though, as that one is scored by Corbin Douche.
I was gonna say stretched the pad out, got it right onto the puck, and then Drake just couldn't get to the rebound. It comes right out to the slot. Osgood, I think it slipped through his 5-hole on that, if I'm not mistaken.
Goal comes with 17-13 left here in the first period as they tie this one up. Drake got the early lead, but a quick turnaround from Platteville. As Duch able to get the equalizer up on the board. Faceoff was originally won by Aguilar, but a turnover here by Schullenberger will give it back to the Pioneers as they look to go on the offensive again. Schullenberger trying to play it off the boards, gets it over to Eli Soroyce, the freshman out of Iowa City. Norman comes over, gets to the puck. They move it around. Schullenberger lost possession, able to recover it, trying to get it back into the middle. Norman gets possession of the puck behind, tries to get a centering pass there for Aguilar, but it is interrupted by Vilbaum.
Good pass out into the slot. I think Platteville was ready for it. They read it like a children's book.
Duch able to get back to the puck in the offensive zone. Had that goal about 45 seconds ago for Platteville. This one will go down ice, and it'll be an icing call with 16:23 on the clock here in the first period.
Been back and forth so far to start the penultimate weekend here on the Drake hockey season.
Two teams will match up again tomorrow at 9:15 a.m. here at the Mid-American Recplex.
Final time for a short turnaround, and then next weekend, where did that go?
That went straight up into the piping up top and then into the netting around the far side. Not too often we see it get that much speed off the stick up top. But quick, another stoppage in play. Face off this time won by Damon. Puck gets dumped down ice and it will be frozen, but it will be on the offensive end of things now for Drake. Brownell will handle the face-off against Damon. Able to win it, gets it back to Fisher. Fisher pass is deflected, goes around the boards as Kakmarowski tries to get to it. Brody Reel able to get over to the puck first, play forward for Damon, but taken back away in the defensive third.
Drake rocking their all blue look, and Platteville had to shot save out of play. Platteville actually started. They came out with their blue jerseys, but they had to go into the locker room and change into their whites because, I mean, even though I love a blue versus blue jersey matchup, contrasting colors have to be a thing in hockey, unfortunately. So Platteville just went in. They're rocking their white jerseys with Platteville written down like New York Rangers style.
Faceoff is won by the Pioneers. Peterson gains control of it, looking to try and set something up here. Pass goes off of the skate and into the neutral zone. Fisher will collect it for the Bulldogs. Pass interrupted this time by Roscom. With Gray trying to get a piece of things into the offensive zone. Comes back to Roscom at center ice. Controlled this time by Frank. Frank tripped up here, but no penalty.
Actually, a good body on that one.
DeCrow into the offensive zone, fires this one. It is deflected by the goaltender, Kaminsky, up and out of play.
Solid start by both sides. Drake have a 4-2 edge in the shot total. Both teams have a goal up on the board. And we're only about 4:56 into the first period.
Puck goes off of the far boards. Played up top, and it will be Garcia able to get back to it. Able to stop the attack there for the Pioneers. Garcia to it again in the defensive zone. Try to play this one out forward for Norman, gets past him, and it'll be another icing call, 14:39 on the clock here in the first. The goal scored by Corbin Duch earlier for the Pioneers, his first of the season in the second to last game of the year for the Pioneers. It is their last weekend series this season. Shot knocked down in front. Garcia gains control. Garcia trying to get this pass over out of the zone to Sir Royce. And a good stuff there once again by Osgood.
Almost looked like the Jack Eichel goal from earlier today to send the United States off to the gold medal game on Sunday.
Puck gets over to Sir Royce. Good feed over to Aguilar to get it out of the zone, trying to push it forward into the offensive third. It is taken away, though, with Jace Alasko getting a piece of it. And now he controls the puck, looks to go off the boards, gets it out of the zone, and it'll come back to Garcia as it'll be a line change for the Pioneers. Royce able to get back and avoid the offsides call. Drake gets their own line change, and it'll be an icing whistle here. I believe no Davis bye today for the Bulldogs, as they have 10 healthy skaters, it looks like, with Cole Jackson backing up Osgood in net today as well. 13:36 left here in the first period. Things tied at 1 apiece. Off of the face-off, Alta Cruz put a good charge into it, but another save for Kaminsky. This one goes to the left side and scored by Duch. He came in with 0 goals. He's got 2 here in the first period.
Had Osgood one-on-one, and he put it top left corner of Osgood. Osgood just misread it. And just like that, Platteville jumps out from comes from a 1-0 deficit, jumps out to a 2-1 lead within the first 17 minutes of the game.
Drake will now have to dig in a little bit, try and answer and tie this one back up. Garcia played this one too far behind. Brownell couldn't get to it, and a big check from Brownell. That one sent Damon into the boards.
Right in front of the students, too.
Drake's been very strong at having a big student section of these Friday night games. It'll be senior night next Friday for the Bulldogs as they welcome in the Nebraska Cornhuskers, a rematch of last year's big win, arguably the biggest in program history for Drake, upsetting the previously ranked Cornhuskers as Alta Cruz intercepts the pass, gets it back behind, goes over. Brownell shot deflected up and out of play with 12:41 left in the first.
He needed a driver. He pulled out a sand wedge. I think he got a little too under it, and it just skied.
It'll be a face-off on the far circle. Score 2-1 in favor of Platteville. Face-off will be Aguilar versus Gray. Puck comes over and deflected by Schellenberger behind. Big question we've talked about all season is who can generate offense outside of those top 3 seniors. They've combined for 29 goals this season. No one else on the team with more than 4, with Owen DeCrow being 4th on the team with those 4 goals. And with the 3 of them departing after this season, it is going to be a big learning opportunity over these last couple of games. Build some momentum going into next year for some of these younger players. Johnson sends this one down ice. Icing is waved off. Garcia moves it over to the near side, finding Norman. Gets under Soroyce's stick. Schellenberger goes forward. Aguilar off the boards. Soroyce trying to get to it, but it is Massengill. This one goes deflected off the skates. No icing called, and Garcia once again getting back defensively. Aguilar over to Schellenberger. Schellenberger this season, a goal and an assist as a freshman. Goes over to Sir Royce, can't get a good strength behind that shot. And now looking for an early hat trick, and might have just overskated a little bit there, did Duch. comes to the near side. It'll be sent back around. DeCrow trying to get to it, but decides to back off, get back defensively. Coach Blaze having some words of wisdom for Garcia on the bench. Has a nice interception here by Brownell. Sets it over to Peterson. Peterson, shot might have been deflected, but it goes as another save for Kaminsky as well. Brownell in front, over to Alta Cruz, and what a save there, falling down, got the glove out, and picks up another snag by Kaminsky.
I'm going to have to pick my jaw off the ground off of that save.
Kaminsky with a couple of nice plays, keeps Platteville ahead by 1. 10:38 left in the period.
But Drake's doing a really good job at keeping the pressure on to try and get themselves a tie game here.
DeCrow, shot goes bouncing off Brownell, shot goes wide right. And now looking to set up a counter, coming back the other way. Juch with Vilbaum to his left, trying to center it back up. It is intercepted by Brownell. Brownell sends it around, and it is picked up. Puck controlled here on the near side by the Bulldogs. Vilbaum intercepts the pass, fires this one, deflected away. Young was also in there offensively for the Pioneers. Landahl will send this one back into the Drake offensive zone. Back to Kaczmarowski, his pass forward. Gets past the intended target in Real. Kept here in the zone by Norman. Puck comes back out. Good stick-to-stick pass over to Landahl. This one deflected off the back glass. Approaching 9 minutes left here in the first. Still a 2-1 lead. Brownell comes off the ice. Aguilar comes on. Alta Cruz comes in, gains possession of the puck. That'll draw a whistle for icing with 8:41 left before intermission.
I said, Drake has got the pressure that they had so far for majority of this first period. Just the chances that Kaminsky has faced, he's been able to stand tall, and Drake trailing by 1, and that's been the difference.
One of his last saves, able to somehow maintain his balance while falling to get the glove out. Keep this one a 1-goal lead for his team. 8.5 left before intermission. Drake trying to get the equalizer. 2 goals scored by Corbin Duch here in the period is the difference so far. Ian Alta Cruz with 1 in the first 30 seconds of the period. But Drake has been unable to get an answer since. Puck comes back here to Massengill, gets past him and sneaks out of the zone. Went off the skate of Aguilar, but recovered this time by Roscom. Looking for Frank ahead, gets past him. And now Drake looking for a counterattack. Aguilar had it, but ended up leaving it behind on the move. Frank in the neutral zone, sends it around. Osgood, play it over for Fisher. Poor puck control here in the zone, but Drake's defense able to avoid a breakaway chance there for Young. Aguilar.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say Aguilar into the offensive zone. Shot knocked away once again. 10th shot on goal here in the first period. 1 goal to show for their effort so far.
A little careless on that defensive side of the ice. Ooh.
Garcia over to it as he and Vilbaum lose their footing.
Fans wanting to
Garcia able to go down to a knee and knock the puck away. As Platteville will look to set up their offense with 7 minutes left in the first. Backhand knocked down by Brownell. Soroyce looking to go over and get a piece of it. Norman couldn't quite get it out of the zone. Brownell intercepts the pass. And now looking to send it go back the other way. And that'll be an offsides call as Soroyce took it across before Brownell could get back.
Just barely got it. Just barely couldn't get onside for was Drake there.
Damon will face off here with Brownell. As controlled by Damon as he comes into the offensive zone. Good stick work to maintain possession, but is knocked away this time by Schollenberger. Drake the lead in shots, but Platteville has controlled the time of possession here, especially in the second half of this first period.
Platteville turning on the pressure here.
Puck goes over to Alta Cruz. Garcia gains possession, gets it over to Schollenberger. Controlled by Peterson, plays it out for Alta Cruz. Point blank shot, but buried himself a little too much, couldn't get a good opening, and it'll be another save, the 10th of the game for Kaminsky.
I think if Alta Cruz took that around, he might have had enough time to get a wraparound and stuff it home. But I don't know how quickly. Oh!
Brownell, a quick one-timer, is handled by Kaminsky off the face-off.
I don't know if Alta Cruz could have gotten a little bit more space than what he had.
Off the rebound, another pair of saves. They continue to pepper the net, but they have been 0 for a lifetime since that first goal. Kaminsky getting worked early. Only one mistake so far.
And I mean, when you're up in the higher leagues, one of the things that coaches want you to do is just put the puck on net, pepper the goaltender. One will eventually find a way through.
Tell that to Nebraska against Cole Jackson last year.
Facts.
Peterson back behind. Schollenberger setting up as a safety valve. They'll go back to him. Back to Peterson, centering pass for Brownell. Another one deflected away by Kaminsky. Continues his strong play. And that'll be an icing call with 5:31 left in the first.
We got 29 viewers currently tuning in. Thank you guys for checking us out. Comment where you guys are watching from. Love to hear it. As a chance for Drake, it gets put on. It would get onto the side of the net, and now Drake will try to set up their offense here.
Brownell goes behind the legs for Peterson, and a nice little nifty pass, but no one there to take advantage.
Go ahead.
Puck gets out of the zone.
I think the winger that was supposed to be over there was down below the goal line behind the net.
Peterson tried to make the deke move, but got in a little too close, and the puck will be frozen. Drake with 10 more shots on goal, but trail by 1 goal here in the first period.
Vanderhoven was all over Peterson on that one. That's why he lost possession there.
Drake with the line change moves the 3 seniors off. And again, they'll have to try and generate offense from the second line as well. DeCrow does have 4 goals this season out of that defensive lineman spot. Good defense played here in a physical game by Dylan Fisher.
And it will be a penalty coming up to Drake. Boarding call. Oh, no, they gave him roughing, excuse me.
So Fisher will go to the penalty box. And a power play chance for Platteville. Face-off is won and puck controlled here by Vanderhoven. Leads the team with 14 goals entering today. Puck is cleared out as they try to get the penalty kill here.
Great start on the penalty kill.
Frank gets the pass over to Vanderhoven. This one flipped off the backboards with Frank and Damon trying to come in. Frank gets it on the far side of the ice. 30 seconds gone on the power play. Another good clearance by the Bulldogs.
Keep the sticks down is another thing coaches will tell you. And keeping your sticks down blocks lanes. That's exactly what happened on that before the clear.
This one couldn't be handled by Damon and will come all the way back over. And Norman will flip it out of the danger zone. Halfway through the penalty kill, looking good so far for Drake. Both these defenses have really settled in. Kaminsky's been the big difference for Platteville. Meanwhile, Drake just hasn't allowed a lot of shots on goal, but the Pioneers have taken advantage when they have gotten those opportunities. Vanderhoven couldn't get a clean look inside. 35 seconds left as this one's cleared out again.
Great penalty kill so far for the Bulldogs. They haven't allowed any of those high danger passes, and the puck has always ended up 200 feet the other direction.
Schellenberger interrupts another pass down to 15 on the power play. They will clear it out, and the Bulldogs should be getting back to full strength here in 10 seconds. Good positioning there as Landahl. This one knocked away. Bulldogs are back at full strength. Landahl was trying to leak out a little bit. Defense lost view of him as this one is frozen inside by Osgood. The Drake defense holds, and the special teams able to kill this penalty with no further damage.
Great defense by the Bulldogs, keeping Platteville low on the shot attempts on the power play and getting that puck, like I said earlier, 200 feet the other direction.
I don't think Platteville actually got a shot off.
Now that I think about that, I think the only shot they had was right after. Comes Alta Cruz.
2-on-1 chance with Peterson. Puck comes over. It's good! Parker Peterson ties it up. It was Peterson to Alta Cruz for the first one. Now they'll reverse it and tie this game up at 2 with 2:22 left in the first.
Talk about a response. Kill the penalty, go down the ice, 2-on-1 attempt, give Peterson a 1-on-1 opportunity with the goaltender, snipe it on the left side, tie game here in the Able Ice Arena.
Welcome back, Ian Alta Cruz and Parker Peterson.
We missed y'all a couple weeks ago.
Comes with 2:22 left in the first period, as they will have a quick stoppage in play.
Puck got cleared over the glass. Platteville looking for a delay of game, but I don't know if they do delay of game over glass penalty in this league. Also considering that the glass is low on every single part of the rink except for behind the benches and behind the penalty boxes.
Puck controlled here by Garcia. Excuse me, that is DeCrow looking to get it out of the zone, but it sneaks through and controlled here as Osgood will snag that one off the shot from Aiden Gray.
Can we safely say momentum has shifted back to the Bulldogs after that goal?
I think the defense really is what got it started. You know, you go an entire penalty kill, not only not allowing a goal, but not allowing a shot on net is so huge to kind of stymie that momentum. Their defense has really locked in as their offense continues to be the aggressors here so far. As we go under a minute 45 left in the period. Drake did just enough to get it out of the zone. This one interrupted, but goes right to Schellenberger. He will get it into the neutral zone. Johnson coming over, trying to get it back across. Pass deflected, controlled by Aguilar. Tried to sneak it through over to Sorois. Johnson gets to it first, comes around the boards, comes over to Garcia. Centering pass. What a pass and an even better finish. Aguilar off the pass from Garcia. Bulldogs take the lead.
Didn't we mention that we were wanting the younger classmen to finally break through? Aguilar, the sophomore, finally breaking through for the Bulldogs and coming back to take a 3-2 lead with 1:15 to go.
Aguilar picks up his second goal of the season. Comes with 1:15 left in the period. 2 goals in just over a minute time. And it looks like Drake is going to be issued an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty as Sir Royce heads to the penalty box. So that will carry over into the second period, barring a late goal from the Pioneers. But Drake with 2 straight to take the lead back. First lead for them since 17 minutes left in the first. Pass comes over to the near side as they find Vilbaum. So the Drake penalty kill unit right back into the thick of things. Puck is stopped here by Osgood.
Looking back at the goal here, I'm trying to figure out what Drake did to get the unsportsmanlike, but I
could have just been easily some. It was an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
So it could have been something that someone said.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And if we know, Eli and his dad might take over and might have a little bit of a temper of showmanship at time. But if there's one thing that we love, it is the Sir Royce family.
Oh, 100%.
Down to 45 seconds left here in the period. Controlled by Vanderhoven in the corner.
Under half a minute here.
As Gooch was trying to get a good shot, but swung a little too high on that attempt.
Well, baseball season started, so a good phrase, swing and a miss.
Another stop by Osgood, the 11th shot on goal in the period for Platteville. Down to 5 seconds, pass interrupted by Peterson. Peterson clears it out, and that will do it here in the first. What a final couple of minutes in the period for Drake as they score a pair of them in the last 2.5. In the period, 1 for Alta Cruz, 1 for Peterson, and finally 1 for Aguilar. The go-ahead goal, they'll have a 44-second penalty kill at the end of the start of the second period. When we come back, we will break for intermission. You're watching Drake Hockey here on Pardon My French Media, the Bulldogs live stream network.
What a period. That was awesome. Oh, sorry. Hot mic.
Well, we won't get one.
You guys do a great job. Thank you. Yeah, we watch when we come over here all the time. It's fun. You guys do commentary. I'm glad they were able to provide a broadcast. Yeah, it's awesome. Very nice.
sometimes that technology just doesn't do it.
And really, those sport work aren't all that bad.
No, but if they're just confusing, there's no point in having such a system. I don't remember how much time is left on the penalty.
44 seconds.
I think it is too. You might as well put it up here. Who needs a scorer's box? Are they really going to let this clock go all the way? Is there not a reset the clock button?
Hey, you better get over there.
They're just going to let it run down. Might as well. I mean, you might as well at this point.
The problem is I set up a 20 now. It's supposed to be 15.
Oh, they did.
second, third.
We are back underway here. Drake trying to kill the last 40 or so seconds of this penalty kill. They had the 3-2 lead entering the second period thanks to late goals from Nick Aguilar and Parker Peterson. Under 30 seconds left on the penalty kill, as they have only allowed 2 shots on 2 late penalties here going back to the last couple of minutes of the first period. If you're just joining us, I'm Tyler French, coming live here on Pardon My French Meat. Alongside me today is Trevor Raichi, as it is the second to last weekend of the season for Drake hockey, as Osgood gets a big save, and that will do it for the penalty as Drake is back at full strength. Soroy's back on the ice.
Defense came back out with the single goal of killing the rest of that penalty, and now let's see if Drake can turn it back into an offensive opportunity to put another one on the board.
They saw those last 5 minutes run out of the clock with everyone standing on the ice. They're like, that's a good idea. Let's do exactly that.
That's why the start of this period was a little bit delayed. And we've got an unfortunate player. It's an injury down. It's Soroyce slowly on it, getting to his feet.
A little bit of a hitch in the giddy-up as he skates off the ice. Aguilar looks like he'll replace him. Both teams at full strength now, 18:55. Bulldogs without Davis Bye here today.
Oh, there's a chance for Platteville wide of the net as the net comes off the moorings, and Platteville's upset about it.
Also, Everett Bridgman not in uniform today, along with as he's been dealing with an injury as well. Hoping to see him get healthy if we don't see him by the end of the season. Get himself healthy going in to next year. Puck comes back to the back line. Good knockaway by Aguilar, now trying to give chase. One of the fastest players on Drake's team, but unable to get there as he gets cut off by Massengill.
Brownell was right there to pick it up, though, and Platteville takes it right back.
Damon trying to make the deke move, lost it on the gather. Aguilar back the other way. He had the go-ahead goal. Flips this one on, and it is saved. It is a 21st shot on goal here in the game for the Bulldogs.
Drake continuing where they left off at the end of that first period, killing the rest of that penalty, and then turning around and getting some good offensive opportunities at the opposite end.
Peterson able to gain possession of the puck off of the faceoff. Garcia will flip this one in, deflected away. Brownell will send it right back out to the sophomore. This one deflected up, goes off of the boards, goes over to Peterson. Peterson's pass interrupted. Brownell will get a hold of it. And then a pass over into the middle looking for Alta Cruz, deflected away. Here's Brownell. Good pass over to Peterson. Back to Brownell. These three have been playing with each other the last 4 years and have built up quite the camaraderie as Peterson was trying to set up Alta Cruz again. That duo's combined for a goal and an assist each. This one flipped up in the air. Osgood couldn't put the squeeze on it. Stays in the zone, but poked away here by Garcia. It's likely to draw an icing call, and it will with 17:10 left in the second. Third weekend series between these two teams this season. They split the last one here in Des Moines, while Platteville took both games in Dubuque back in September. Drake with a 3-2 lead here with 17 minutes left in the second period. Brownell sends this one around the boards over to Alta Cruz. Able to get it out of the zone, and Roscom will give chase back in the defensive zone to regain possession. Brownell gets possession of it. Lost it for a second, but able to regain it. Over to Garcia, back to Brownell. This one goes off of the boards, and it'll be collected by Peterson. Good defense played here by Vanderhoven. Puck does get through. And this one will be snagged by the goaltender, Kaminsky. Kaminsky had a fantastic first period with the 20 saves in the first period before 2 late goals. Applied some extra pressure. Drake was able to, including a goal from that second line, their first of the game.
And it's all come based off of the pressure or the rush that Drake has been able to muster up. It's all 3 of their goals.
That'll be another icing call as Fisher gives chase. 16-17 left in the period. We'll be back here bright and early tomorrow morning as these two teams will match up for the final time this year. Drake with one more weekend series after this one as they welcome in Nebraska for a rematch of last year's big win against the ranked Cornhuskers. It'll be senior night on Friday night, so make sure to come out and join the Bulldogs, celebrating some very important seniors that really helped get this program on the map in the early years.
And let's also point out that tonight they're selling jerseys from last year, just blank ones. And next weekend, Friday night for senior night, they will be doing that same thing again. $20 for a jersey for Drake. So if you guys want to add a Drake jersey to your collection, come on out. $20. That's well worth it.
15.5 minutes left here. As Drake looking to try and add to their lead. The Pioneers not able to do much offensively here so far, but Frank will bring this one into the offensive zone as they look to try and even this one up. That's a good save, steal here by Vilbaum. Went off, looked like the face mask of Osgood, and the defense able to get out of harm's way for a second, and then a leg pad save by Osgood. Drake working to try and get it out of the zone. Another one knocked away by Osgood. Puck leaks out over to Johnson. Gets knocked down in front. Into Crow. Soroyce comes over trying to get a piece of it. Big collision there as DeCrow and Dooch both end on the ice. This one leaks out. There'll be no icing call as Owen Johnson comes back and Drake gets a much needed line change, and due to some hesitation for Platteville, they could have had almost a 5-on-0 break.
I want to go back to the save that Osgood made. He came up from on his, oh, hold on. Shot goes deflected up out of play. I was going to say, Osgood was on his backside when that puck came up to the slot, and by the time Platteville got the shot off, Osgood went from his rear end to his legs in the butterfly. So Osgood with a very quick recovery to keep Drake up by 1.
This one will get moved back to Garcia. Find Peterson. Garcia again, quick one-timer. Puck comes out to Alta Cruz. Trying to make a move with it, has it knocked away. Brownell collects it. Brownell over to Schollenberger. What a pass, but what a save! Somehow got that pass through, and even more amazing, Kaminsky was able to get a leg pad out. And Dooch going back the other way, see if he can get the equalizer. Dumps it one over, but just couldn't connect with Young, looking for a 2-on-1 chance. Young fires this one, deflected up and out of play.
Tried to give Drake a taste of their own medicine with their own 2-on-1 opportunity, but they botched the pass, put it behind him. That was Mason Young on the receiving end of the pass and just got put right behind him.
13:20 left in the second period. Drake clinging to a 1-goal advantage No score for either team so far here in the second. Norman. Vanderhoven keeps it in the zone. Vanderhoven, arguably the tallest player on either roster. Out there, leads the team with 15 goals, for the Pioneers. Norman interrupts the pass as they were trying to get it back to Vanderhoven. Soroyce has it taken away from behind. Vanderhoven, the one making the play. Trying to skate through. Soroyce does just enough to knock the puck away here. He and DeCrow combining on the takeaway. Here's Fisher working his way down the near side, losing his footing as Lasko. Soroyce sends it around the boards as Drake will bring the first line back in.
Then a game of ping pong. Puck's gone one side, back to the other side. No solid opportunity for either side just yet.
Garcia shot punched away here by Kaminsky. Pass knocked down here by Landahl. And that's going to draw a penalty here against Garcia. Looked like hooking, tripping. Probably could have gotten a couple different ones there between holding, tripping, hooking. The stick was in there. And
slashing's not a bad one either. Heck, you might as well have thrown the entire rule book and you could just say, hey, pick one.
So Garcia will head to the penalty box for 2 minutes. Drake, as their special teams has handled things so far. Pioneers 0 for 2 on power play chances. Duch with the puck up near the Mid-American logo. Good slap shot. Goes off of the back glass and reflects out to Vilbaum. Go back out to Duch. He's got both goals for the Pioneers so far today. This one deflected up and out of play off the stick of Peterson. Drake has done a great job limiting shot attempts during these penalty kills, and through that have been very strong of not allowing crisp passes. Looking for a better possession here are the Pioneers, as they're looking here to set up a better shot, not necessarily trying to pepper the goal like their first 2 attempts. Puck comes out here to Young. Gets a pass over for Vilbaum. Goalie screen in effect, and had a great cutter, and Landahl going to the net. They just couldn't feed it to him. Would have been on the weak side with no one in front of him.
What else is Platteville able to do? They're working the perimeter, which is what Drake wants them to do. They just can't find any clean shots. They've had some decent passing, just nothing clean from tape to tape.
Drake has just been packing it in near the net, not allowing anything through. Goes over to Peterson. He'll lift it, and that'll go out of the zone. Down to 45 seconds on the penalty kill for Drake. Puck controlled in front here by Vilbaum. Tried to sneak it through, and somehow got that pass through, and Osgood got caught out of position. And it was deflected in. That goal scored by Boston Damon, and that will tie things up at 3. Third time was the charm on the power play.
I can't fault Osgood on that one. It was just a bad bounce that did not go the Bulldogs' way. I think that was what Platteville was basically saying. Okay, now we just need a bounce here. They get one, and we're tied back up with just over halfway through this game. And we've got a stoppage here. I think the puck hit a Bulldog player on the bench, so we're going to get a center ice face-off here.
So Drake will need to go on the offensive again as they look to retake the lead. They've led twice in this game, and both times the Pioneers have found a way to answer. Norman playing forward. Vanderhoven able to maintain possession. One of the better players on this Platteville roster.
Puck deflected into the Drake zone here.
Vanderhoven, just a junior this year for the Pioneers, so he'll be back for another year of Platteville hockey after this season. No icing here. Garcia to it. 9:35 left in the second. Drake, no offense here in the period so far. They've gotten some shots on goal, but nothing to show for it in the second so far.
Oh, almost had an opportunity. Oh, do I have a chance here? Nope.
Puck comes back to DeCrow and stolen away. Good defense played by Garcia. Able to get it out of the danger zone.
Puck continues to stay here in the neutral zone here. Can't get a clean entry on either side of the ice here.
Frank sends this one back behind the net. DeCrow looking to try and come away with it as he comes in. Frank joining the fray as well. Controlled by Damon as Drake able to avoid that one sneaking through.
I was 100% about to say, that puck did hit the upper netting. And ref didn't call it. Everyone on the ice had to call it for him.
First line back in, and they have switched it up a little bit here with Fisher taking the place of Garcia. So very experienced line out there now with Fisher, the other upperclassman, along with the freshman, John-Luke Schollenberger, the former Des Moines Knight. Garcia, Peterson, and Altacruz looking to charge down. Puck deflected in front, unable to sneak that one through. Gets deflected up, Schollenberger. The first one over to it. Fed over to Peterson. Looking to get it back to Brownell, but too far in front of him. Defensively, Johnson was there for the Pioneers. Altacruz can't maintain possession as the puck goes over to Massengill. Now trying to split the defense was Dooch. They'll get it behind, underneath the goal line. Vilbaum, poke checked away by Fisher. Centering pass, couldn't get it through to Dooch. 7.5 left in the second period.
Heads up in the party deck.
Score remains 3-3 as they will line it up for another face-off.
After that goal that Platteville scored, Drake is going back to the strategy they had on the power play or on the penalty kill, keeping Platteville along the perimeter, which is something you want to do. And we're gonna get a Bulldogs power play. How do you pronounce that?
Brody Reel, I believe.
Brody Reel heading to the box for tripping.
So that'll be the first power play chance for the Bulldogs in this game.
Apologies for not getting that name right.
So a big opportunity here for the Bulldogs as they look to try and take the lead back. It was a high-scoring first period with 5 total goals as this one sneaks out and the Bulldogs have to go back to recover. And now looking for some shorthanded opportunity is Landahl. DeCrow gets back and able to maintain possession.
Blew a tire in the process, but he got back up. He's fine.
Puck comes over to Brownell. Looking to set some up here. Somehow maintained possession. I thought he was going for the backhand there.
I thought he was too.
Wrister from Fisher doesn't find the mark. Goes over to Altacruz. Fed back and tried to sneak that one through. Fisher off the boards over to Peterson. Peterson really the quarterback of this offense. Set this one up for Brownell.
Oh, what a save.
Point blank, it is knocked away. Good pass over to Brownell. Tried to sneak another one through, but this one deflected. Peterson would have had a wide open net on the far side.
Under a minute to go here on the power play.
Brownell, another shot. This time it'll be frozen. 49 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Pioneers. Defense holding for them so far.
And Bulldogs are trying to set up that play under the goal line that they scored on the first time that Platteville was here in West Des Moines. I believe it was Alta Cruz who scored that goal from the pass behind the net.
Drake will take it back into the neutral zone, reset their offense here.
And back down the ice goes the puck here. "50 shots on goal so far in this period. It's been back and forth.
Puck comes over to Aguilar, down under 20 seconds on the power play as that one is saved. The 5 on the ice right now for Drake, Garcia, Schollenberger, Norman, Garcia, and Soroyce. 5:37 left in the second period. Platteville trying to hold this to a tied game. Comes back out to Garcia. Soroy's shot goes wide right.
And this will do it for the penalty kill here.
Schollenberger over to Garcia.
Oh!
Rebound almost right there for Norman, but just couldn't get the stick on the puck. Platteville back at full strength. Vanderhoven looking for a counterattack. Young to his left. Tried to skate through a couple defenders, and Drake just kind of put the squeeze on him. And now Soroyce and Norman, 2-on-1 chance. Soroyce shot deflected over. Norman can't turn and get another fire on net.
Norman being unlucky these last 2 offensive possessions here. Can't let it get to your head, though. Just go back out there and keep doing what you're doing, because you're doing it very well.
Under 5 minutes left in the second period. Still tied 3-all. Boston Damon, the only goal scorer here in the second period so far. Tied things up at 3 apiece about halfway through the period. Puck brought down by Vilbaum on the near side. Defensive pressure played on by Schollenberger, but Vilbaum able to maintain possession. Goes over to Vanderhoven, sneaks under his stick, and will go into the neutral zone. Dooch shot is knocked away. Pass ahead out of the zone. Good play made by Peterson. Peterson, good stick work.
Backdoor.
Sets it up. Soroyce couldn't take advantage. Coming in, Aguilar fires on and sneaks it in. Nick Aguilar for the second time today. Puck got left out there and Drake took advantage.
Talk about chaos that play had. Soroyce, a wide open net on the side. He couldn't get it off clean. Picks it up behind the net, puts it back out in front, and who do you say scored?
Nick Aguilar.
Nick Aguilar on the putback, and the goalie almost got back there too.
Somehow snuck that one through as Platteville was looking for a quick answer. Quick shot from Frank is handled by Osgood.
Oh, just out of the reach of Brownell.
But did a good job getting it out of the zone, letting Drake recoup their defense. Fisher has the puck stolen away by Frank. So now Platteville playing from behind for the 3rd time today. This one will get past Johnson and back into the defensive zone.
Both teams have trailed at least once this game. Like I said, back and forth, back and forth.
I believe assists on that last goal to both Soroyce and to Parker Peterson. Second assist of the game for Peterson. Coach Blaze looking for his second win as the head coach of the Bulldogs. Brownell brings us into the offensive zone. See if he can get a go. As this one gets popped up and saved with 2:18 left in the period.
So watching the goal back here on our own YouTube feed. Peterson get it over to Soroyce. Like I said, Soroyce picked it up, went around the net, and Aguilar found the loose puck on the opposite side of the cage and just got it through the glove of Kaminsky.
Couldn't keep it in the zone. Comes back out as we approach 2 minutes left before intermission. Drake would love an insurance goal as this one deflected off Garcia's stick. Schellenberger comes forward. Goes off the far boards and picked up. Brought down by Lasko.
What a save by Osgood. Went right across the crease and got the glove on it.
This one gets out of the zone. As Kaczmarowski will send it over to the far side. Aguilar pushes it back out again. Drake defense looking to try and maintain this lead as we approach the final minute of the second. Vanderhoven puts the shot on, and Osgood gets his 20th save of the game.
It's back up a couple seconds there. Platteville with a nice clean zone entry, but Garcia put the leg out as if he was the goaltender to prevent a high danger passing opportunity. Man. Hey, Garcia, ever thought about putting on the pads for being a goaltender?
This one sneaks through. They'll wave off icing as it was tipped. Trying to set that one up for Peterson, just pass a little bit off kilter. Here's Brownell. Behind the back pass was looking for Alta Cruz. Fisher fires this one in. Couldn't put the squeeze on it. Down to 35 seconds left in the period. Pass that up to Young here on the near side. Brownell. Peterson to Alta Cruz. Back to Peterson. This one will be stopped and saved. Stops the clock with 17.5 seconds left in the period.
I want to go back again here. Go back to the last time the puck got sent down the ice. Kaminsky thought it was going to be icing, but Alta Cruz was the first guy down the ice, so it was going to get waved off. So I don't know what Kaminsky was thinking, giving up basically a golden opportunity. It worked out in Platteville's favor, but I don't know why you wouldn't go and play it.
Trying to sneak that one through, and another couple of nice stops, and they will stop play with 9.5 seconds.
I think the ref lost sight of that puck, and that's why he blew it dead, but Alta Cruz had the puck over in the corner, and he threw his arms up like, dude, what are you doing? I've got it.
This one flipped on net.
Final chance here for the Bulldogs.
That'll be knocked away, and that will send us into the third period. Drake, for the third time today, gets a goal in the last 3.5 minutes of the period and take a 4-3 lead into the second intermission. The goal by Aguilar is the decider here right now, but still 20 minutes of hockey left. We'll break for intermission, come back with the start of the third and final period here in a little bit. You're watching Drake Hockey here on Pardon My French Media, the Bulldogs live stream network.
sure that we're bringing opportunities for fans that can't make it every weekend. Thank you. That's more points than normal score in a 3-game period. What means Iowa State would have to go back and suck in?
I think they still remain competitive. They're just not going to be Big 12 contenders like they were in the last season.
I think next year they're going to be terrible. They're going to have an entirely new roster.
Look how Indiana did.
Indiana also got $15 million in NIL money. Chris Signetti is also a championship level coach at Jake Johnson.
And so is it Rogers? Ken Rogers? Championship level coach? I thought he was going a couple FCS championships this week.
Probably did. Was he their head coach?
I believe so. Jimmy Rogers, not Henry. Yeah, and at South Dakota State University 2023-2024. So yeah, he did win the 2 titles. I do remember that. Because wasn't Signetti FCS champion?
He never won, but he made it to the title game.
Is his name Carl?
Kurt Signetti.
Oh.
Which is not much.
Yeah, it's not much.
That's right. He made it with James Madison. Because I literally watched that game.
Yeah, there's a big difference though. And Mark Cuban gave a crap ton of money to the season long.
Yeah.
Iowa State's
Are they
best one
still-
invented peanut butter and was no dead for peanut.
I could argue best currently alive alumni would be probably either Brock Purdy or Tyrese Halliburton.
Either way, they're not giving $15 million.
Never know.
That's half of their salary after taxes.
They're still both making money.
See, Mark Cuban is a billionaire. $15 million is nothing.
Yeah, because he's one of the Sharks.
I was a billionaire before that.
Dude, isn't he on the Mavericks?
He did. He's still a part owner, though. He sold in majority stake. He was their owner when they won the title in 2011 and for years before that. He was a majority owner in the Mavericks, but they've gone back to the 90s. Because he was instrumental in them drafting Bird.
I just think that if Iowa State can just get one big break, we could see another Indiana.
Go Dogs!
20 minutes of hockey left tonight as Drake looking to pick up their first win here at home in 2026 in the Eric Blaze era. They lead 4-3 as we begin play here in the third period. Philbaum and Brownell will face off in the circle to get things underway. Nick Aguilar has the last 2 goals for the Bulldogs that gave them the lead originally and gave them the lead back after the tying goal was scored by Platteville about midway through the second period. Brownell trying to get this one over to Fisher, gets past him, and Osgood has to come out of net to help them regain possession of the puck. Sent around the boards, Vilbaum will turn and get a quick fire on that one, and it looked like for a second Osgood lost sight of that. Luckily, it goes sailing over the net. They get the pass through, Vilbaum sent around, and Young off the boards gets the puck. Kakmarowski keeps it in the zone, standing out, getting that stick in front of the blue line. Osgood with another save. Had 20 of them in the first 2 periods. Good stick work here. Vanderhoven was trying to get that one over the shoulder pad.
One thing that Drake is doing that I don't think I've seen them do a lot this season so far is they're dominating the shot category, up 41-25 and that's almost like that's 9 away from doubling up on Platteville's shot total.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it has been based on their defense. Platteville and Drake, I would say, are pretty even in terms of time of possession. If Platteville's not leading in that category, they just have not been able to get true shots on goal.
And that's what Eric Blaze has brought to this team. It's a revival at the turn of the season, turn of the calendar year into the spring half of the schedule. Eric Blaze has wanted to focus more on the defensive aspect of the game. If you have a great defense, you can transition that into a fantastic offense. And this is the game that Drake has shown that Eric Blaze is doing something right with this Drake Bulldogs team.
Puck comes around, and Massengill has it deflected back into the defensive zone with Johnson giving chase. Goes over to Sir Royce. He'll kick it forward, looking for Aguilar. Aguilar, good stick work. Puts this shot in, was looking to go with that 5-hole.
Oh.
Sir Royce shut from behind.
I think Sir Royce saw that puck was loose because one of the Platteville players just pulled the puck out of the net. So that might have been a very quick whistle, and it keeps Platteville down by 1.
We've seen some energy and some offense from the second line with Aguilar with those pair of goals. So Royce getting an assist on one. The other one unassisted. Excuse me, it was Garcia getting an assist on the other one. 17:31. Clock stops as icing is called. Two teams will line it back up in about 11 hours to do this again here at the Recplex.
Those quick turnarounds. I'll have my energy drinks ready to go for the morning.
Puck was put on by Garcia. Couldn't get the shot through. Schellenberger trying to get it out of Drake's zone. Does while also maintaining possession. Dumps it off for Aguilar. Aguilar looking, trying to get a hole in the defense. It'll come over to Norman. Gets past him and over to Landahl. Breakaway chance here. That one goes off the shoulder pad and off the glass. Another nice save for Osgood. Came in today saving just 80% of shots on goal. Today he has been fantastic in net so far in this one.
100%, I can agree with that. And as we say that, a squeaker gets right onto the pad of Osgood.
Freezes the puck with 16:31 left.
Nice face-off win for Drake, and it does get out of the zone.
Alta Cruz picks it up. It is poke checked away. Brownell had it for a second, but Gray playing some nice defense. DeCrow sends this one around. Puck comes back over to Vanderhoven.
Coming down to 16 minutes to go. Still plenty of time for the Platteville fans to hopefully cheer on their team to get one quickly. But the clock is starting to become a factor slowly but surely.
Some nice glove work there to keep this a one-goal game. Vanderhoven looking to push the issue back the other way, but the defense holds. Puck still live, and Drake just somehow got it out of the area. Here's Alta Cruz coming back the other way. Johnson back on the defensive end. Alta Cruz, one man to beat, and just couldn't get a good angle. That's another save there for Kaminsky.
I think Alta Cruz was wanting to go onto the far side of the net, hoping maybe Kaminsky would follow him to the left, but he never did stand his ground and made a very easy save.
Nice play made by Garcia. Has always been a strong defensive player. Has picked up the slack a little bit offensively here in the last couple of weekends. Had 2 goals against St. Mary's a couple of weeks ago.
And if I remember correctly, I think he had a couple over in Northern Illinois. If I believe. I can't confirm that, but I know that, yeah, I can agree. He's definitely found the offense in his game.
Puck comes over to the near side. That'll be controlled now by Young. Goes off the boards behind net, and Osgood will jump on top of it. So some athleticism getting out of net there.
Oh, we have a stoppage. I'll dive into the comments a little bit that tuned in. Kyle Osgood from Elk River, Minnesota, and Terry Cox from Fort Worth, Texas, checking us out. Thank you guys for tuning in for the Drake Bulldogs and Platteville Pioneers game this evening.
Good defense played here by Garcia once again. Trying to keep this 1-goal advantage.
Off
that
the
one
post.
got post.
Famous Doc Emmerich line, hit the post with the shot.
Philbaum skating through the defense, but lost it on the deke move. And that's going to draw a whistle.
And is it a Drake power play? It's gonna be.
Yep, Philbaum will head to the penalty box. Looked like on the collision that he got the elbow up and knocked Schollenberger to the ice. Big opportunity here for Drake as we're starting to get late into this game. Could have an insurance goal opportunity right here. 0 for 1 on power play so far.
But let's not discreet that power play. Oh, I thought that was in.
Shot goes up and into the wrong net as Kaminsky and I think everyone else lost sight of the puck for a second before it landed here on the near side.
Well, yeah, I was going to go back to that first power play that Drake had. They had great opportunities, just could not find the back of the net. The puck movement was excellent. The positioning of the players was excellent. You just need to have a. I know that the power play, you want to have that sense of urgency because you only have 2 minutes on the clock, and that 2 minutes can go by in a snap. But sometimes a little bit of patience can go a long way on these power plays.
Puck controlled behind, looking for Brownell in the middle, but Alta Cruz couldn't set up the goal shot.
And there was a good example of a tad bit of patience, waiting for the perfect pass, even though sometimes you don't want that perfect pass. Just get it to a guy that's open and he's got a shot.
Alta Cruz fighting for possession. Kakmarowski in there defensively. This one gets around. DeCrow can't keep it from getting out of the zone. Here's Damon looking for a short-handed opportunity. Loses his stick in the process. Now Drake trying to get some action back the other way. Brownell dumps it off for Peterson. And spacing was not good there as all three of the seniors showing up in the same spot. Garcia. Backhand, doesn't go in, bounce around, it's good! Alta Cruz with his second of the game. A power play goal for Ian Alta Cruz. Drake leads by 2.
It's the man, the myth, the legend, Ian Alta Cruz. That first weekend against this team scored 5 goals. That is now 7 goals so far here in the Des Moines area against Platteville. And we're gonna have to get a goalie swap here. Kaminsky's coming off and he's injured.
Zanweller will take over in net. As Drake gets a big goal from their senior, dare I say, they're going on cruise control. So a big power play goal gives Drake a 5-3 lead and a little bit of breathing room here late in the contest. 2 goals and an assist tonight for Ian Alta Cruz.
Jumping into net for the Pioneers, unless you had already said that.
Zanweller.
Zanweller. I did not hear you say that, so apologies for basically double backing on that one.
Aguilar able to take the puck back on the offensive end. Here's Sir Royce with it. Trying to get a centering pass there for Norman. Deflected away. Garcia back defensively along with Schollenberger. Sir Royce, good fight and able to come away with the puck. It'll be an icing call with 11:22 remaining.
And so I wanted to go back and take a quick look at what possibly happened with Kaminsky. So puck, Garcia brings the puck in, shot gets deflected up and gets put in by Alta Cruz, and Kaminsky's just straight up down. I wonder if he just stretched too much. But yeah, he looks, ouch. That's all I can say about that.
Garcia pushes this one forward, looking for Sir Royce. Play was broken up by Vanderhoven. As time becoming a huge factor now, under 11 minutes left for the Pioneers as they try to stage a comeback. Philbaum and Zanderhoven was looking for a tip-in. They get it out of the zone, down to about 10.5 left. Philbaum on the far side. Another one that may have gotten post. Came very close.
Bar down and out.
Fisher interrupts his pass ahead to Peterson. Brownell behind him. Good poke check away by Kakmarowski.
Oh, but a better keep in. But Drake is, oh no, they did call it on off, okay.
Osgood will freeze it. Over 30 saves here today for the junior. .07 remaining. Drake trying to come away with their first win here at home and second in the Coach Blaze era.
And it's so far been, I would definitely say it's been a successful tenure for Eric Blaze, even though not that many wins to show for it yet, but definitely has improved the play for these Bulldogs.
Peterson barely missed out an opportunity on a rebound shot attempt. Nice pass, but better defense played there. This one knocked down off the shot from Landahl. This one flipped forward by Peterson over to Alta Cruz. Was looking for a centering opportunity, bounces over, and Brownell couldn't get a pass through. Garcia comes in with a slap shot, 9:15 left, another save, this time for Weller. Zan Weller, his 11th appearance, 2 and 8 on the season. Expect we'll likely see him in net tomorrow as well. As the matchup will probably be Weller versus Jackson.
And a quick update on Kaminsky. He's no longer on the bench. He must have taken him over to the medical center that's here at the Mid-American Energy Recplex, so hopefully he's okay.
There is another goalie dressed whose number I'm not seeing on either the stat sheet or but it could be either Bennett Thompson or Carter Wendt. Carter Wendt is listed with number 4, but that is also the number of Brody Reel. Shot flipped in there by Fisher, and Weller, good reaction to come away with the leg pad save.
That would be Bennett Thompson that is dressed on the bench.
Well, Carter Wendt is also listed with 31.
Oh. Judging by the hairstyle, I would definitely say Bennett Thompson.
Juch with a nice pass over to Gray on the far side. As we're under 8 minutes left in this one, Drake hanging on to a 5-3 advantage. 33 saves on 36 shots in this game for Osgood. One of the best he's played all season.
Go back to a statement that you've made a couple weeks ago. Osgood gets peppered a lot, but doesn't allow that many. This is definitely a game that you can solidify that statement on now.
As this one is going to be an icing call with 7 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the contest. Puck drop time around 9:15 tomorrow morning. Believe we will be back here in Rink 1. Likely next Friday we will be over in Rink 2 for senior night, as the Buccaneers will be here at home. Big stop in front by Sir Royce, getting a body in front of that puck.
I can confirm that we will be on Rink 2 next Friday.
Under 7 minutes remaining in this one. Puck is kicked out there by Brownell. DeCrow fighting for possession. He and Sir Royce. As a couple of players hitting the deck. DeCrow off the boards. And Brownell will get this into the offensive zone with 6:30 left in the game. So Royce off, Alta Cruz on for Drake. See if they look to be aggressive and try and add one more before this one's said and done. Lost their last game by a score of 6-3 to St. Mary's 2 weeks ago.
Now, I want to point out, clock winding down very slowly. We're going to have to start keeping our eye on Weller to our left. Platteville will probably pull their goaltender soon.
Alta Cruz one-timer in front and a check from behind. That is going to draw a penalty.
Extra attackers on for the Bulldogs. It's Aguilar.
Drake is unable to get another shot off, but they will have another power play chance. That Alta Cruz goal came on a power play. Both teams with one to their credit so far. (5-3) our score, 5:43 left on the clock. Next shot will be Drake's 50th of the game. 36 on the other side for Platteville. This one comes over to Fisher.
Oh! That took a deflection off of Peterson's skate, and it goes to the opposite direction of the net.
Brownell over to Fisher. And this one launched out of play. Stops the clock with 5:26 left.
Got too far under it again on that shot. I love the fact that this Bulldogs team has a lot of energy and a lot of excitement is on the ice right now, and it's fun to watch.
Brownell was trying to come to the side, but the puck was a little bit out of reach. He's dead on in front. Shot goes wide left. 90 seconds on the penalty kill for Platteville. Peterson, 1 assist and a goal to his credit here tonight. Goes over, finds DeCrow.
Nice takeaway.
In the corner, Brownell. Fisher, this one deflected over and up and out of play again, as we're a second away from the halfway point on the power play chance.
I think Weller was able to get his arm on that shot, so that's why it deflected up and basically would have hit the goal light behind the net if that net was not there.
Miscommunication there between Norman and Schollenberger. Norman will bring it back into the zone. And looking like a first baseman there was Weller snagging that one. Six shots on goal during this power play for Drake. No score from those shots, though. Face-off won by Platteville. They're able to get it out of the zone. Garcia giving chase. Down to 40 seconds on the power play. Probably time for one final attack chance here. Here's Norman on the near side. Sends it back over to Garcia. Schollenberger lost it for a second. Tries to put it in the middle. 4 minutes left in the game, down to 15 seconds on the power play. Puck is pinned up against the ice. Frank there defensively. As power play is over, Platteville is back to full strength. And got to expect maybe in the next minute or so we'll see them go to empty net. This one flipped down ice.
Yeah, it's time to start keeping our eye down there on Weller. And keep an eye on the coach. They'll signal and they want to pull him. They want to make sure they have a solid offensive possession in the Drake zone, though, before they decide to do that, though.
3 minutes on the clock. And the tough thing is that Drake is just so strong on counterattacks. 3-on-2 opportunity here. Fisher and DeCrow back. And a beautiful save with the leg pad. Kakmarowski in control of it in the corner. No signal yet from the bench.
I'm going back and forth here. I'm just checking it out, see if he's going to do it. Shot goes wide.
They get it out of the zone. Down to 2:15 left.
This is be about the time I pull him. You want as much time as possible. Drake's kind of playing the defensive game now.
As Brownell brings this one down. Finds Alta Cruz. They keep it in the zone, move it around. Brownell gets it from Peterson. 1:45 left in this one. Garcia does a good job getting it out of the zone. Duch into the offensive zone, but lost possession of the puck. 90 seconds left.
No signal from the bench to pull him yet.
Puck comes over to Brownell. Another 10 seconds off the clock. Landau goes wide left on the shot.
Still no signal yet. 1:10 to go.
And Weller did just look over to the bench, looking to see if he'd get the signal.
Uh-oh, but Alta Cruz on a breakaway. Alta Cruz digs around, scores!
And that is a hat trick for Ian Alta Cruz here tonight. And that will be the final ribbon on a big Drake win at home, their first in front of the home crowd for Coach Blaze.
Fantastic move by Alta Cruz. Weller got way too aggressive coming out to play the puck, deked around him, and into the back of the net goes the puck, and the Bulldogs put the nail in the coffin.
There'll be a quick icing call with 52 seconds remaining. Give us an opportunity to award our 3 stars of the game.
I was just going to bring those up. Who do you got so far?
So at number 3, Nick Aguilar, a pair of goals in this one, including right now what would be the eventual game winner. At number 2, Carter Osgood, 35+ saves in his first win of the season. And finally, it is Ian Alta Cruz in his return. Got things started 30 seconds into the game with a goal, and he's picked up 2 more here to ice this win for the Bulldogs. A 6-3 lead for them as they are going to pick up their first win here at home in 2026.
And some refreshing news for the Pioneers fans. Alex Kaminsky is back on the bench to finish out the rest of this game. He is limping a little bit, but it's good news to see him back on the bench to help support his team the rest of this game.
Mentioned before, we'll probably see Zan Weller tomorrow in net. It will likely be Cole Jackson for the Bulldogs. As Drake looks to run this clock out for their first win here in 2026, and it will also be the first win of his junior season for Carter Osgood in his 5th appearance. As well, moves to 1-4 on the season. 36 saves on 39 shots.
A win, much needed, under Osgood. Buzzer sounds, Bulldogs win!
Coach Blaze picks up his first win here in front of the home crowd as the head coach of the Bulldogs, and they do it in dramatic fashion. They lost the second game against St. Mary's 6-3, and they reversed that here against the UW Platteville Pioneers. Both teams will get a night of well-deserved rest and go back at it tomorrow, 9:15. Warm-up start with puck drop shortly after that. But for now, again, our 3 stars of the game, Nick Aguilar, a pair of goals, including the game winner here today. Carter Osgood, 36 saves and his first win of the year. And Ian Alta Cruz, a hat trick here today, as well as an assist to help the Bulldogs pick up the win here at home over the Pioneers. And both teams back in action in about 10 hours. We will see you guys then. For my broadcast partner, Trevor Raichi, and our camera operator and producer, Gary French, I'm Tyler French signing off here on Pardon My French Media. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.